Ringo Starr battles his demons but finds strength for an astonishing comeback. Research shows that heavy alcohol use can isolate even the most celebrated artists. Many musicians of the 1980s suffered in silence, overwhelmed by fame and addiction. Entering rehab takes immense courage, and it's a crucial turning point for recovery. Recovery is a journey. Reflection and rest help rebuild both body and soul. Science indicates new routines and creative outlets help heal the mind during sobriety. Reconnection with music sparked Ringo's new life as joy replaced exhaustion. On stage, Ringo Starr shines again, reminding us that hope is stronger than darkness. George Harrison almost quit the Beatles during the tense Let It Be sessions. During early 1969, rehearsals grew strained, with nonstop disagreements and creative frustration building. Stress like this can break strong bonds. Studies show creative teams under pressure often fracture. Paul began taking charge of arrangements, frequently cutting off George's input or dismissing suggestions. During a heated moment, George finally walked out and uttered the famous words, "See you around the clubs." For several days, George stayed away completely, leaving the band unsure if he'd ever return. Eventually, George came back, but things weren't the same. The group's unity was severely damaged. Though the Beatles finished the album, historians agree George's near exit marked the real breaking point. When the Beatles rocked America on live TV for the very first time. On February 9, 1964, the Beatles made their legendary debut on The Ed Sullivan Show, captivating America. A record 73 million people tuned in across the United States, making it the biggest TV event ever at that time. Host Ed Sullivan introduced John, Paul, George, and Ringo to thunderous applause and shouted introductions. The Beatles walked onto the stage in matching suits, grinning as teenage fans screamed and waved homemade signs. They played All My Loving, She Loves You, and famous hit I Want to Hold Your Hand, thrilling the live and TV audience. American teenagers screamed, cheered, and even cried, overwhelmed by the excitement of Beatlemania beginning right before their eyes. That night sparked a music revolution, forever changing American pop culture and launching the Beatles' U.S. legacy. The world's most covered song came to Paul McCartney in a dream. Many scientists believe that music can reveal itself during sleep through the brain's creative processing. As dawn breaks, Paul wakes and rushes to his piano, eager not to forget the melody. He hums, improvising silly lyrics to remember the tune. Scrambled eggs? Oh my baby, how I love your legs. He wanders the studio, asking friends if they've ever heard this melody before. No one recognizes the song, confirming for Paul that the melody is his own. Relieved, Paul begins crafting the real lyrics, letting his feelings shape every line. Alone in the dim studio, Paul plays Yesterday, the haunting melody echoing softly through the room. Paul McCartney's shocking arrest in Japan changed rock history forever. In January 1980, Paul McCartney landed at Japan's Narita Airport carrying his iconic guitar case. Customs officers found nearly half a pound of marijuana concealed in his luggage. Paul was immediately arrested, astonishing fans and media worldwide with the severity of Japanese drug laws. Confined in a Tokyo cell for 9 days without visitors, Paul passed time silently airplaying Beatles chords. The Beatles were previously banned from Japan in the 1960s after protests over their presence at the Budokan. Crowds gathered outside the jail, split between angry protesters and devoted Japanese fans, hoping for Paul's release. After intense diplomatic effort, Paul was released 10 days later, visibly thinner as he bowed deeply at the press event before leaving Japan.